Thank you very much. I'm actually very encouraged by the number of people who have just come. I'm sure they heard that we're coming to inspect our names in the roll. I've checked my name. I've found that my name is still registered. I know that some people are complaining that their names are not being found in the rolls because they've been allocated to different polling stations, different from the ones that they used when they voted last time. It's a worrisome development. We are very concerned, and we are doing everything within our power to make sure that citizens are not disenfranchised. You are aware that in terms of the Constitution of Zimbabwe, Section 67, political rights have to be respected. But the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, in terms of Section 155 and Section 239, is supposed to make sure that citizens are registered and are registered on the roll according to a credible process that ensures that the names appear on the voters' roll. We are excited. Zimbabwe is excited. 2023 is a big moment for this country. It is a big moment for change. It is a big moment for an opportunity for Zimbabweans to realize change and to begin to see happiness, to begin to see restoration. I have no doubt in my mind that 2023 is a year we are going to see the end of misery, the end of anger, the end of hunger, the end of challenges that are affecting Zimbabweans. Everyone is hungry. Everyone is complaining. Everyone feels that the situation in the country is not going on okay. And we are going to win change for Zimbabwe, for everyone. This is not about parties, it's not about Triple C or ZANU-PF. It's about the people of Zimbabwe. And the people of Zimbabwe want to see change in this country. We must put a full stop to darkness. We must put a full stop to the challenges that we have been seeing. I've also heard that in the rural areas, people are being tormented, persecuted by ZANU-PF structures, by also a shadowy and a spooky organization called FAS. That is worrisome. We want government to come out in the open to say, what is this organization called FAS? What is its role? What is the legal and constitutional right this organization has? We have the CIO, we know it. We have the army, we know the police, and they have constitutional roles to make sure that there's law and order in this country. But this FAS is an animal that is a big problem. We also have the problem of the voters' roll itself. Our perennial challenge is that the voters' roll must be a voters' roll that people agree on and agree to. The voters' roll must be audited, analyzable, searchable, and of course signed off to by the various political players, by the various stakeholders. Any voters' roll that is not credible will not be accepted and will not accept it. And I know some will say, are you going to boycott the election? We will not boycott ourselves. We are the elections. The people of Zimbabwe are and have the right. They are the ultimate authority when it comes to what should happen. ZEC is our institution, and ZEC must be able to be accountable to the people of Zimbabwe, because all authority is derived from the people of Zimbabwe. So yes, I'm happy that I've seen that people are coming in to also check their names. The only concern is Mr. Mnangagwa, who continues to duck and dive on the days of the election. People have to plan. Some have to ask for leave days. Some are in the diaspora have to come back. International investors have to plan around the date of the election. We also have to plan. We are not as disorganized as Mr. Mnangagwa. So we want these dates to be known ahead of time and in advance. It's an issue that we continue to raise, but we are ready. ZEC must be ready, but it seems they are not ready, especially looking at the voters roll and the way it seems to be shambolic. that issue must be resolved and resolved urgently, I think.
Mr. President, we were made to believe that the proclamation will be made on Sunday and then on Monday. It's now a Tuesday. What do you think could be the delay?
Well, Mr. Mnangagwa obviously has a problem with his legal team. I think he's not advised properly. And I'm so sorry. I'm not so sure he has a date. I suspect he's so scared of this election. He knows the truth of the matter is that the people of Zimbabwe know what they want. There's going to be change in this country. They will try to manipulate, but the people of Zimbabwe will not allow it. We will not allow it. So the date will come ultimately because he has to follow the constitution. And we know that it has to be in August. And now the days are now limited, and we know that it has to be mid or end of August. And that is what we are looking at so that we start planning. We have already finished ourselves. Our candidates are ready, except for Harare and Bulawayo, but we are almost ready across the whole country with our MPs, citizen representatives, for councillors, and people have chosen their community representatives. Harare and Bulawayo, for strategic reasons, they are going to be done very soon. And once they are done, we are ready to go.
Triple C senior member, Oshme Ngube, is said to be not be on the voters' roll. What's your comment?
Well, I can't comment on behalf of individuals. I know that we have received complaints. Citizens have a right to recourse, and we've already, as Triple C, gone to ZEC offices to try and seek explanation. Our team yesterday met with ZEC officials. We have a full report of what they said, and we're going to respond to them in writing. And we want to make sure that we leave no stone unturned until this issue is resolved. The voters' roll must be a credible voters' roll. It is only in Zimbabwe where we have people arguing over the voters' roll. Elsewhere in SADC, South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, Malawi, Mozambique, they don't argue over these basics. You can't have an examination without a syllabus. The voters' roll is a syllabus, a political syllabus. It has to be known by all those who are participating. Why do you want to change what people have indicated as their places or polling stations of voting? Look at it. If you are going to have a credible voters' roll, people must know where they are going to be voting for and where they are going to be voting from. Just look at the question of the voters' roll. How many people are on the voters' roll? It's almost guesswork. We know the figures because we use our own mechanisms and methods, plus 6.4 million. But ZEC would not want to come and tell you what the actual number is because they want to duck and dive. Not only that, we have the 2018 voters' roll. We have the 2022 voters' roll. So that is our benchmark. We will not allow ZEC to play around with mass and wholesale transferring of names or displacing of names or alterations of names. That is what we are working on.